Today we're going to take a tour of the interface of Pocket, a dropshipping tool that selects a list of products that are supposed to work well, with a focus on short delivery times, since there are different warehouses located in Europe, and in particular in the United States. So these are supposed to be products without long delivery dates. We have different types of products here. Products coming from the US or Europe, AliExpress products. Here only the products selected with short delivery times are shown, Alibaba products, and Temu products. We also have products that are supposed to perform best according to the platform's own data, and we can build our own selections too. Let's go through each of these options. First, let's take a look at the American and European products. Here we go. There are different categories: women's clothing, jewelry and watches, tech accessories, products for kids and babies, toys, shoes, bath and beauty, pet products, home and garden, accessories. There are even more categories than that. We also have men's clothing, sports and gifts, automotive, bags and wallets, seasonal products, and holiday/festival products. Let's pick a product. Of course, what we want is to find a product with the biggest margin and one that will resonate with our audience. That part is up to each person's own research beforehand. Here we can see the products in detail. Let's take a look at gifts, for example. Say we want to promote gifts on our social media, and we have an audience that fits well with that. In the gifts category, there are over 10,000 listings, so a huge number of products. Here, for instance, we see products priced at $9 that can supposedly be resold for $85. This one's a mug, apparently, with a very wide margin. Of course, that $85 resale price is just a suggestion. You set whatever price you want for resale, and then, of course, you actually have to manage to sell it. All the effort after that, running ads, finding your audience, and so on, is on you and at your own cost. So there are a lot of products. For example, a personalized watch here. There are a huge number of different products, over 10,000, which is honestly a bit much. We can use different filters. Here we have some default keywords. For the gifts category, for instance, there's an adult category, a funny category, a mug category, a novelty category, a personalized category, and a religious category. We can choose where the item ships from, anywhere, the US or Europe. We can choose to show only marketplace products, meaning not individual resellers but the marketplaces themselves, like Amazon or eBay. We can show premium products only. We can filter for fast shipping to the US or shipping to the US under $5. But there are even more filters than that. If we click on filters, we get more options. We can choose the shipping origin, lots of different countries here. Europe, Canada, UK, Australia, Bulgaria, China, and so on, and the shipping destination with a full list of countries. So if your audience is concentrated in a particular country, or your site targets a specific country, you can set that here. Then there's delivery time. This one only applies to shipping from the US, any duration, 3 to 4 days, 4 to 7 days, 8 to 14 days, or over 15 days. Finally, we can filter by product cost from $0 to $100. And I'll show you something about that in a moment. Then we can choose sellers. There's a list of sellers by name, or we can choose only the platform's top-rated ones, show only premium products, or only the best-selling ones. That's probably what interests us most here. So now, instead of 10,000 products, we're narrowing down to just the best sellers on the Pocket platform. We're still at over 10,000 products, which is still huge. Let's say, for example, okay, we've now dropped to 140 products once the filter is properly applied, down from 10,000 to 140. Still seeing mugs here, mugs that supposedly sell well. Yeah, the mug is kind of the easy product. If we scroll back up, we can sort by relevance, by category, by price low to high, by price high to low, or by newest items. So we can see, for example, products that maybe nobody else has yet. Here's a scratch-off map of US states visited. Here's an organic coffee-based phone bag. Here's a card. Supposedly big margins on these. Basically, the cheaper the product, the bigger the margin you can make because it's easy to buy in. Look, here's a product at $3.50 that resells for $28, almost 10 times the price. On the other hand, of course, with a $1,000 product, you're not going to resell it for $10,000. You can't multiply the price by 10 at that level. So if you want a big margin multiplier, the cheaper the product is to buy, the more you can multiply the resale price. Here, for example, we can go from $3.50 to $29. That's about 8 to 9 times the price. But the more expensive the product is up front, the less you can multiply the price. The margin becomes more of a small percentage of the original price, though that margin on its own will be larger in absolute terms, meaning you'd need fewer sales to reach an equivalent total margin. Now let's say we only want expensive products. I'll filter for just the high price ones. For example, say I want to target fewer sales but pricier products, where a single sale nets a solid margin directly. Let's see the results. Give it a moment to update. Products over $100. Here we have 547 products in the gifts category. And what we can do here is go into the URL. This wasn't actually an available filter option. The filter only let us go from $0 to $100, but here we can change the starting price directly. Say we only want items costing at least $300 and not more than $1,000. We can edit that straight in the URL. Then just hit enter, and now we have 78 products priced between $300 and $1,000. Looking at gifts in that range, we've got a jacket here, some earrings apparently, a lamp, wood sculptures, collectible cards, lots of different things between $300 and $1,000. As you can see, the margin is much thinner here. Before we had a $3.50 product we could sell for $29. Here, for example, we have a product at $390 that we're reselling at only $550, so we're only making a 30 to 40% margin, not more. But you only need to sell one unit to make a solid margin. There are plenty of products like this. Some wind chimes, a fairly pricey dream catcher, violins, different products where you can make a very substantial margin per item. Here's a coffee table at $900 and so on. Now let's switch over to AliExpress and look at the AliExpress products. Here we might see different delivery times. We're looking at bestsellers again, and once more we can filter by destination country. Say, for example, I want to ship to France. After the update loads, we get different results. Here, though, we have fewer filter options. There's no price filter for AliExpress. We need to pick our category, and if we want to find products with a solid margin per unit, we can sort from most to least expensive. Once that's done, look, we can find something listed at $180,000. We can find solar panels, motorcycles, lots of high-value items, though of course you still have to actually manage to resell them. Next, let's check out Alibaba and Temu. Different products again here. This isn't included by default, it requires a higher account here. Right now I'm on a basic plan, so this isn't included. We might look at billing later. With a basic account, this section is locked. If I look at the winning products, these are, in theory, products that sell very well. Here we can filter by best performing products for the US, the UK, Europe, Canada, or Brazil, and again filter by high margin, fast shipping, or shipping under $5. Let's say we filter for products that perform well in Europe, want a high margin, and sort from most to least expensive. There we go. Good margins to be found. Here the products tend to fall into a more affordable price range, since the best sellers are usually things everyone buys. Earbuds, headphones, a mouse, that kind of thing, a handheld gaming console. When we find a product we like, say this mouse here, it looks decent, something I could actually use and resell. So I can either middle click to open it in a new tab to view the product details without leaving the page. Here are additional photos. Oh, it charges via USB, nice. I've got the product details, the return policy, the list of destinations it doesn't ship to, and the delivery time. 15 to 21 days for most of the world. What I can do next is open up the product variations. Here I've got two colors, white and black, both at the same price, both in stock. All I have to do then is add it to my import list. Once it's added to the import list, it's now offering to let me try something else. We won't go into that right now. Once it's in my import list, I can find it on the left-hand side under Import List. Here I have all the product details, the product sheet, tags, name, seller, and I have the description, which I can edit however I like. I have the different product variants, the images, and the reviews. Reviews are handled separately. I can also ask the AI to update the descriptions for me. All that's left to do then is click the Push to Store button, and if I have a store connected, the product goes straight to my store, and from there all I need to do is sell it. That's how simple it is to use. From there, I can of course import product reviews too, and once my product is live on my store, it'll show up here under Live Products. And once I start getting orders, I'll find them here in the order list. Something else we can do is check out the different stores we can connect. We can connect Shopify, eBay, BigCommerce, Squarespace, Wix, Square, Wix again here, and WooCommerce. So a lot of different store types can be connected to Pocket. In the end, it's simply about finding the products that work, pushing them to your online store, and then all that's left is to sell them. And of course, finding what works for you is the key part.